What's up, guys? Colby Kristovic here, and I want to talk today about why being healthy is so hard. And when we look at health and wellness, we see this big mountain of things that is included when we talk about health and wellness. And I think that's one of the big reasons that people, when they first start health and wellness or start, making their lives healthier, they look at that mountain and they say, no way, it ain't gonna happen. There's way too much for me to do. I'm just gonna fail miserably. There's no way I can get to the top of that mountain. And I thought to myself, why is that everybody's first response? Why do we all innately have this step back and no, I can't do it attitude? And it reminded me of a quote from Teddy Roosevelt. I'm going to butcher the quote. You look up the quote later. Anything worth doing is hard. It's going to require pain and difficulty and effort. And that's always kind of stuck with me my entire life, thinking that anything that I do that's worth my time is going to be hard. And that for sure, that translates over to being healthy. But when I thought about it more, one of the biggest reasons that this mountain is so difficult is the reason of habits. And that habits are needed for being healthy. And building habits are hard. They take effort. Sometimes they take failure to build habits. And I want to look at one of the ways that you can build better habits. And I've watched a really awesome video lately, and I'll link it in the description below. You can check it out. He does an awesome job explaining this, and it gets me fired up to talk about willpower, or talk about healthy habits in general. And he talks about 3 different things: signal speed, willpower, and autopilot. If you want to watch all 3 of those things, go watch his video. It's pretty sick. All I'm going to talk about today is willpower. So Charles Duhigg wrote a book called The Power of Habit. And one of the things that he talks about is the aspect of willpower being like a muscle. That when you use a muscle a lot, let's say maybe to climb a mountain, your muscles get tired, and eventually you want to stop, you want to quit. And I think that's so relevant in the realm of health. People look at this mountain of health and they decide to take on the entire mountain at the same time. They start trying to change every single one of their habits to be healthy habits. And now they have 10 new habits that they're trying to get control of, and they only get so far before their willpower muscle is like, no, I'm not having it. I'm done with this. This is too hard. My willpower has been exhausted. Now I want you to flip that. And I want to talk about my task and how we can get there. My task, or my goal, my mission is to make you guys healthier. How do I make you guys healthier? Well, I can give you some information, but ultimately, I can only do so much in making you healthier. So that brings me into your task. What do I want you to do to be healthier? The focus that I want you to have to be healthier is to look, instead of at that mountain of things that you have to do, I want you to focus on one thing as far as health and wellness goes. One habit that you want to try to build. And that habit that I'm telling you to go do right now is to join a community of like-minded people. You want to start building healthy habits? I want you to go find people who have healthy habits. That can be anywhere on social media. That can be a Facebook group. That can be an Instagram. Hey, these people are really inspirational. These guys really work out. These guys really know what they're talking about in fitness. Maybe it's looking at a online yoga, or maybe it's reading books online, or maybe it's in print books, anything that you can find or get your hands on as far as health and wellness goes. Surround yourself with like-minded people. You know what else you can do? You can subscribe to my blog every single week, and I will send you an email every single week telling you a different way that you can be healthy in your life, to be better every single week. That's a shameless plug. Subscribe to my blog. You're gonna like it. It's gonna be awesome. Once you have nailed that information section of being healthy and you understand, you're consistent on, hey, I look at that newsletter every single day. Hey, I read that Facebook group every single day. I've watched that seminar on how to eat healthy. That doesn't mean that you haven't implemented any of this. You could still be doing nothing. And that habit you have built is now the base, that first step on the mountain to health and wellness. That is where we start, and that is where we go from. And I am really excited to have you on the road to better health with me. We'll see you next time. Like this video if you enjoyed it, share it maybe, subscribe to the channel. We're gonna try to put out more and more content as far as healthy living, healthy habits goes, and I want it to be totally free and totally relevant. So any comments or suggestions on things you want to hear from me, I want to hear from you. We'll see you next time. My feet are asleep. Ugh.